So today we're here in a bipartisan fashion to show leadership in an effort to end this senseless violence. It can be ended.
Yeah, that's real right there. We didn't add any sound effects when Donald Trump was disgracing the White House. He was doing things like that. There's a broader conversation taking place right now across social media about the horrific hygiene that Donald Trump has. This all started with Adam Kinzinger posting the following on Twitter. He wrote, "I'm genuinely surprised how people close to Trump haven't talked about the odor. It's truly something to behold. Wear a mask if you can." And this seems to not just be limited to Donald Trump, but his closest advisors as well. You remember this video from Rudy Giuliani where he was sitting next to Jenna Ellis at these bogus hearings that they were holding, trying to overthrow the results of the election in 2020 that they were doing in like hotel lobbies and hotel conference rooms. Remember when this happened? Here, play the clip right here.
The answer,
you have a point of order?
The answer that I gave you is they didn't bother to interview a single witness. Just like you, they don't want to know the truth.
Okay, so after Adam Kinzinger posted that message in the past week, you had other videos start to surface as well, like this interview between Kathy Griffin, who had seen Donald Trump. She appeared a few times on The Apprentice, and here she is with Donald Trump's niece, Mary Trump. And watch what Kathy Griffin has to say. Here, play this clip.
The dog has a distinct smell that doesn't really get enough press. It's like body odor with kind of like a scented makeup products, but you can smell the hair products even outdoors. Don't make that face. I'm just being honest. I know.
I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to make a candle with that scent.
Yeah,
because that'll fly off the shelves right before Christmas.
And then Donald Trump and his team felt the need to respond to this. Here's an article from The Independent. It says, Trump team fires back at claims that ex-president smells. Former president's body odor was called into question by former Congressman Adam Kinzinger, and the article goes on to give a statement from Donald Trump's team. This is what Donald Trump's spokesperson responds. Quote, Adam Kinzinger farted on live TV and is an unemployed fraud, the spokesperson said in a statement provided to The Independent. Quote, he has disgraced his country and disrespects everyone around him. He is a sad individual who is mad about how his miserable life has turned out. Seems like the ultimate form of projection as well. And some of these statements about Donald Trump's odor, Donald Trump passing gas the way he does, or relieving himself in public. I don't know if that is the explanation for this, but right now nobody knows where Melania Trump is right now. She didn't show up to Christmas. Donald Trump was posting photos from Christmas in 2018. But because of all of this, the Trump smells hashtag became the #1 hashtag in the United States, and I think generally in the world. You see right there. And it's been trending now for, I don't know, over a week in different forms. Trump really smells. Trump stinks. Trump smells badly. We wrote about it on the Midas Touch Network website. And by the way, this gives new meaning to at the various traveling fascist circus events that Donald Trump calls rallies, where he does this. Here, play this clip.
And they're proud, they're clapping, they're going crazy. I can't do it, Mom, I can't. Boom.
Or where Donald Trump does this. Play this clip.
You can do it, baby. I love you so much. And it's bad news. Bad things are happening. Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I didn't do it.
So then we at the Midas Touch Network, we made a video that's now been viewed over 1 million times on TikTok and across the various platforms. It's just taken off, where we've discussed this trend, this broader conversation, if you will, that's taking place. Let me show you a clip of the video that we made here at the Midas Touch Network. Here, play the clip.
What's that smell? I don't know.
Hey guys, look! What is that?
It is some kind of odor.
It is foul! It's a foul odor!
So today we're here in a bipartisan fashion to show leadership.
And then we saw some other videos that started to emerge across social media. And this one went viral from somebody on TikTok named Best of Jack, who, by the way, does some other really good videos and commentary. I was watching some of that after I saw this video get brought to my attention. And this creator went to a steakhouse called Keen Steakhouse in New York back in the 80s and shares a story that he and his family had when they encountered Donald Trump. And this creator had previously, says that they previously talked about this many years ago on some of the videos and social media posts that they had made. So the fact that now people are talking about this kind of proves this thesis that he's been talking about now for many years based on this encounter with Donald Trump. Here, play this clip.
So you know when you post something and then someone bigger than you, like Adam Kinzinger, confirm it? And years ago I posted about Trump being kicked out of Keen Steakhouse in Manhattan where I was eating with my father in 1983 because his smell was so offensive. This wasn't an elderly thing. It was 1983. I wouldn't make fun of Trump today if it was an elderly thing. That's not what we do on the left. It happens to elderly people. Trump wasn't elderly. We didn't complain. The table next to him complained, and the table behind him complained. We smelled it, but my father and I didn't complain about it. Trump was not elderly. The smell was so fucking offensive that they finally had to ask him to leave. And he did leave, quietly, right by us, and it wafted us. Trump's been shitting all over himself for almost 40 fucking years.
Yeah, we ended up posting that video as well on Twitter or X or whatever it's called, and a lot of comments from our TikTok post, a lot of comments from our Twitter post as well, and I just want to read you some of them right now. Here, someone by the name of John Curtis says, "Come on, this guy's never been anywhere near close to Trump," and then we started getting responses. This person, Constitutional First Responder, writes, "Neither have I, but I have a friend who went to military school with him, and he had an incontinence problem." This next, Andy004, writes, "All I can tell you is my dad has more than once encountered Donald Trump. He has also worked in Manhattan in the 80s, can confirm that Donald Trump has this horrible stench about him." Lily Labou writes, "I heard this in the 90s from my neighbor who worked for him. Also, Noel Kassler, who was his assistant on The Apprentice, has said publicly that he had to help him change his diaper. He's a sick man," it says. Going to the next one. I try to keep a straight face for most of this video. Sorry. Carrie writes, I had a run-in with him in 86. His suit smelled like mothballs. Ricardo Molina writes, "I have been near him, and I can assure you that smell." I'm sorry. You keep it in the pod. "I have been near him, and I can assure you that the smell is brimstone. Of course, with a mix of other smells. Remember that Satan worshippers don't like to take showers very often, but the main smell is brimstone." R.R. Black Woodsman Gone writes, "Is this smell like a person who showers once a month, or number two? I just can't wrap my head around this." And then the person says, what did he smell like? And so the person who claims to have been around him goes, I really had the thought back then that he just saw himself so rich that he did not give any care of his smell. I think he showers, but gas and not caring to wipe his bum was an issue. We saw him later that evening surrounded by people. He was pulling girls into hugs, and you could see they were pulling away, but he kept forcing them back. So my friends and I left maybe 2 hours into the event." And Adam Kinzinger strikes again here and responds to Donald Trump's Christmas post of "May they rot in hell," referring to his perceived political enemies. And Kinzinger writes, "I'm going to go out on a limb here. This man is not a Christian. If you are a Christian who supports him, you don't understand your own religion. Trump is weak, meager, smelly, victim-y, bellyachy, but he ain't a Christian and he's not God's man. Here's a photo, by the way, of Keen's Steakhouse, I suppose, the scene of the crime right there. Also, we have some fan art coming in as well. Here's what some of the fan art looks like, just so you can see right there. And by the way, there was that clip of him where he was standing next to the leader of Turkey, and it looked like he was relieving himself there as well. Let me play that clip for you right here. Play it. You know, and finally, this brings me to, I think, the overall thesis here, which is how easily Donald Trump is to bait. And Donald Trump's team thought they needed to respond to Adam Kinzinger saying that he smells and he stinks and all of that. No. You know how many times public leaders get accused and attacked of things? You know, I'm reminded of the saying, a hit dog will holler. And Donald Trump is a perpetual hit dog, hollering and projecting and confessing and telling you everything you need to know about him. And I'm reminded of what Hillary Clinton said, that if this is someone you can bait with a tweet, think about what Vladimir Putin can do to him. Here, play this clip.
If you dare, imagine him in the Oval Office facing a real crisis. A man you can bait with a tweet is not a man we can trust with nuclear weapons.
And I'm reminded of that. And look, that's the broader point here. I mean, look, we could have some fun with this video. We could talk about it. You know, it is, I think, actually a helpful thing to show when the emperor has no clothes and how weak and easy he is to bait. But to me, it goes to this broader point of kind of weakness and unfitness for office. I mean, not because, you know, he may or may not have, history of being very smelly and engaging in that behavior, but because how easy he is to provoke, which is a quality that is completely devoid of in any real leader. That's not a quality that should exist. How easy he is to bait. So anyway, hope you derive something from that video, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you watching it. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 2 million subscribers here at the MeidasTouch Network. Share this video. Don't share this video. Share your own personal stories of if you've had an encounter with him, I guess, in the comments below. I'm Ben Meiselas. This is the MeidasTouch Network. Thank you so much for watching.
At MeidasTouch, we are unapologetically pro-democracy, and
if it makes you feel any better, I have already put evac on alert. He's ready to go if it comes to that. General, I assure him.
Hey, Chapo, let me into the war room to see you, so I had to hack my way onto this frequency.
This better be critical, Willie.
Sir, come on, what is it not, please? Okay, couple of things. I'm running low on the dough. I was thinking about taking a couple of months sick leave, maybe starting today. And, oh yeah. I intercepted a transmission from Megatron.
Then send it through.
Yes, sir, right away, sir. And so I was so damn weird going on the other stuff.
This is your last warning, insects. Relinquish what remains of the Allspark.
So who's the insect? You? What? Who's the insect?
Protect you. They were defeated on our world, and we will defeat them here.
This was just a diversion! Security, please bring up. Rabbit, she's already inside. Dees! Give me an update on that reserve. Boss readiness. What was his name? What was it? Evac, sir. Right, evac.
She's right in front.
We are facing a heavy, sustained attack. They appear to be after the Allspark. General! General! Need to evac immediately. Evac. Hold on. National security advisory. Stay down. The amateurs are so much like the